Now, let us deconstruct the idea of UKVI proof of funds. Okay, a lot of people have this notion, okay, UKVI proof of funds, what exactly is it all about? Where do I start from? How much do I need and all that? Okay, we're going to answer that in this video. Okay, again, proof of funds is how you show the UKVI or the entry clearance officer that you have enough funds, okay, that is going to carry you throughout your studies, okay, and then you're not going to be a financial burden to the state. Okay, that's just simply it. Have enough money that's going to carry me throughout my studies, okay. According to the rule, okay, from UKVI, is that these funds must be able to pay for your 1 year tuition fees and 1 year living expenses. Okay, you may be saying, what exactly are the living expenses? Don't worry, calm down. I'll explain it for you. Now, the exact amount that is needed, okay, must be for 1 year tuition fees, okay, minus the tuition deposit that you paid, okay, plus the additional 1 year living expenses. For the amount of the 1 year living expenses, okay, it varies, okay. This month it can be this month it can be that. So I'm going to put a link in the description, okay, where you can click and then get the exact amount that you need from the UKVI. Okay, so you just click the link, it takes you there, and then you see the amount that is needed per month. Okay, however, as of today, okay, the amount that is needed is £1,171 per month if you are living outside London. Okay, so £1,171 per month multiplied by 12 months. Okay, there are 12 months in a year, and then if you are living in London, it's about £1,529 per month multiply also by 12 months. Okay, that's the amount by today. Please note that this amount is subject to change at any point in time. So always remember to go through the link, okay, that I've put in the description to get to the UKVI website to get the exact amount at that particular point in time. By the way, if you're enjoying this video and you really want others to see it and be a help to others, please ensure to just like, and hit that subscribe button. Let's use an example, okay? So let's say you have a situation whereby a student got enrolled at the University of Manchester, okay, and the student is going to study at Manchester. Okay, so Manchester is outside London. Now, how much exactly does this student need? So let's say the tuition fees, okay, for easy calculation is, let's say, £15,000. Okay, so you have £15,000. The student has paid £5,000 towards the tuition deposit. So if you do £15,000 for the full tuition fee minus the tuition deposit, so 15,000 minus 5,000, you have £10,000. Okay, that's the balance that is left after the student has paid the tuition deposit. Okay, now because the student is living outside of London, okay, it has to be £1,171, okay, multiplied by 12. So if you do that by 12 months, you're going to get £14,052. Okay, now you need to add about £1,000 for flight, and you need to add about £2,000 for miscellaneous. So miscellaneous just basically means anything can happen. Okay, you could have a situation whereby the exchange rate can change. We once had that situation, depending on your country, volatile exchange rate, anything will happen. Okay, so you just want to have that buffer. Okay, miscellaneous, we call it buffer. So £2,000 for miscellaneous. So if you add all this together, so £10,000 for the balance of the tuition fee. Okay, with another £14,052. Okay, with another £2,000 for miscellaneous and £1,000. Okay, for flight ticket. Put all those together, you get about £27,052. Okay, now that's the amount that you need. Okay, however, you need to show that this amount has been in your account for the last 28 days. So let's say that you are submitting a bank statement for, let's say, June, and then that bank statement is, let's say, 30 days. Generally, we prefer the bank statement should be about 30 days, okay, duration. So the bank statement starts from 1st of June, okay, to, let's say, 30th June, 30 days, okay. So it has to be that £27,000, the opening balance of that bank statement should be that £27,052, okay. So opening balance should, be that high, and then the closing balance, whatever transaction you are doing, please ensure that the amount in the account does not come below this £27,052. So we want to see that opening balance £27,052, closing balance higher than that, and the transactions that happen in between should not be less than this £27,052. Please also ensure to avoid anything like lump sum deposit. So there should not be like £1,000 just coming in from nowhere. What about So any transactions that is happening in the account should be small. Shouldn't be very much, and then there should not be any lump sum deposit. In addition, you have to submit this, along with your bank statement, okay, for 30 days and your bank reference letter. Submitting this, you've already, cleared your hurdle when it comes to that UK for funds, okay. So if you know that, this information was really of good help to you, okay, please just ensure to like and subscribe, okay. Doing that, you are not just ensuring that you get to see my videos, you are ensuring that this video also helps other people down the line as they watch it. Now, some of you may be saying, what if I'm using a sponsor? Okay, now there's a very big distinction that comes in here. If you are using a sponsor, okay, take that amount, okay, £27,052, okay, just like I did, and then you multiply it by 1.5. Now, why are we multiplying by 1.5? Because you must create a buffer. So the UKVI expects that if you have a sponsor, let's say your dad or your mom, is sponsoring you, there must be a buffer. Okay, your sponsor should be able to pay comfortably that your 1 year living expenses and tuition fees, and then your sponsor should still have enough money to take care of him or herself while your sponsor is in your home country. Okay, so it shouldn't be that after the sponsor has paid all your money, your sponsor is now broke. I mean, what the hell is that? Okay, so your sponsor needs to have enough money to pay for your expenses and everything, and still have enough money to take care of himself. So generally, we recommend that you multiply by 1.5. So again, using that example that we talked about last time. So if you have 27,052 pounds and then you multiply by 1.5, you get about 40,578 pounds or thereabouts. Okay. So if you're using your personal account, okay, 27,000 pounds, it's enough. But if you're using a sponsor account, you see that the amount has increased greatly. Okay. You now have to prove about 40,000 pounds just because you are now using a sponsor. So again, there are a lot of variations, when it comes to all these kinds of things. Okay. So if you want us to give you like a personalized guidance, okay, you want us to you have some queries you want us to attend to, or give you like a personal guidance, okay, please, okay, just reach out to the link. Through that, you can be able to reach out to me, okay, or reach out to an experienced student counselor, that will going to guide you, hold you to your hands, and walk you through the process.